Alright, Moses Schrock då. En här vill han ge mit med study från book Romans. And missing ready for Romans 1, 8 verse 18. Ready for Romans 1:18. Das ist der zweite Section, was mir entdeckt ist in do. 1:18 to 3:20. 1:18 to 3:20 proved as me all symbol sin. And das ist, wo mir really start in the meat coming from the book Romans. 1:18 is really an important verse. So start from 18 to 3:20 and to prove them all sinless sin, they will sagt in 3:9, for we have before proved both Jews and Gentiles that they are all under sin. So this kan man säga was the goal is to prove us med sinless sin. And 3:23 sagt, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Now let trick to Romans 1, ge and start in verse 16 from running start grieg. Wo man am gehen. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Så Paulus var de absolutely net champ at a net words he kvægt as the gospel of Christ net able is for usted on proof of a battle sign as any from the philosophies and the wisdom as exist had in the world and Saladag. And of course me can the same confidence have ahead. And the reason is me so confident in is because the gospel is the power of God unto salvation. Since the has power is in the gospel, and his net power is man net langer kan, stood actually sich applied zu dich und delivered dich von der Sünde. Es ist unto salvation. Zu any haben es glaubt. Alle, das einzige Ding, das du tun musst, ist Glaube. Das Herrens Glaube. For the has righteousness is revealed that drin, and says what so powerful is. Another reason is so powerful is for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven. Alle aber hatten wrath revealed, gave sich in the Himmel. And so, from the Himmel. So, Paulus had so in confidence led us that wrath revealed him to sie, and sie had from the has righteousness, a gift of righteousness, so delivered sie. Alright, so some Zeit spende there, verse 18. This is really an importance of verse. This is a foundational verse. On when du net verse 18 recht kriegst, dann hast du net een goede foundation for every from the chapter and actually the next part chapters, and in fact from the every from the book Romans. It's all really start do in a really importance of it. Now, lot authors create as let's and see claim the has wrath is revealed gay selly hvor the truth nonadrige. Og I sagt missing them guilty and underneath the wrath for the truth have. And so mitt silla that negro kommer med så vi med då det igen. Så väl that verse 18 nonabrehe in drästiga. Number 1, the wrath of God is revealed from heaven. Number 2, against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men. Number 3, who hold the truth in unrighteousness. And we can say that 3 stykker og nog mere verden under brehe till pretty much alle key wat som tidsspændende drew revealed from heaven, ungodliness and unrighteousness, hold the truth in unrighteousness. All these bare and phrases are important. So we'll start with point number 1, the wrath of God revealed from heaven. Was ist in Schwätze the wrath of God? Was ist the wrath of God? Was ist mehr sich Satan, oder so basis. The has a wrath is a righteous response to sin. It is punishment Smeten that ish besen. So that wrath is actually used in Romans 13:4, next part from the verse. The government, wrath executive of Selivo basis done. So, for he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Now, meant sell the judge or the sheriff is personally busy what he, not necessarily. I make the not even kennen and make net saw what base ma. Our was du experienced when city arrested the fan the jail them. So this was du experienced is wrath. Man kan säga the government yet a wrath is evil me come. What is he personally based? Not necessarily. So the has a wrath is say punishment, say action of punishment, say response to sin. In 2 Thessalonians 1:9 says, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. Canst du imagine det punished var med everlasting destruction. For immer destroyed var den när du hade existed. 2 Peter 2:9 says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the ungodly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Så jag vet vid det visste lät halde sig reserva, så means in a pen holder. The hell is actually like in holding pen, vid the jails and holding pen. Nu vad det så kommer sig as the hell en griksdag and stand för det fan inte ha and så var det judged until as a punishing så all in the lake of fire schmaze. Alright, it slays and it burns. Slakt die non brennt die hus. That is the wrath of God. Psalm 78:31 says, the wrath of God came upon them and slew the fattest of them and smote down the chosen men of Israel. The beste cause in Israel non schla. Psalms 21:9 says, thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. This is in time of anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Hebrews 10:27, but if certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation which shall devour the adversaries. Se fire till it devour, till it alles uppbränna. Alls till it net till niks machen, sie brennen ich für immer und für immer. Alright, the wrath of God is in the future. Romans 1:18 says the wrath of God is revealed. This is not net do, this is revealed. This is coming in the future. In Matthew 3:7 of John the Baptist this taught, but when he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees coming to his baptism, he said unto them, O generation of vipers, who hath warned you to flee from the wrath to come? Så jag guk die heilige bredeha, same as heterodox as bredeha. Die heilige led, die holy led, is die bibelglese hen in die atning belebt hen. According to the ene laws, in lat van de ene laws utma. De fariseer, die cause smenst religious waren. Als sie angeguckt hat sie een family van slangenkäse. Die alle slang, wer had echt zat, verfliehen from the wrath to come. 1 Thessalonians 1:10, and to wait for his Son from heaven, whom he raised from the dead, even Jesus, which delivered us from the wrath to come. So the wrath is in komme. It is in dog is in komme. Romans 2:5, but after thy hardness and impenitent heart treasurest up unto thyself wrath against the day of wrath. It is in day, it is in komme. Revelation 6:16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Så sin dagen kommer da Jesus kom, and at til us throne har gå ut I erd, and lät till en scene, and the glory and the power som har sett sig kommes, macht sie gräscher aus the mountains, and die Steine, immer sie fallen, deckt sie zu, for sie protected from the Jesus of the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. And so it's noch this, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Alle lät är så gråsvett över det här till dags, och har en lat från sig. Sie till sich ganz unverständlich fähig, sondern da. En der ziel wrath scene, like physically, offenbar is. Hvis gerade not, wissen sie is the wrath that is. Als sie haben sich deceived. So it's the cause stored as net glauben, stored up over the heads of all unbelievers. Romans 2:5, wieder Google. But after thy hardness and impenitent heart, treasurest up unto thyself wrath against the day of wrath and revelation of the righteous judgment of God. De bist om zoestar die salve, de bist om aan zijn oestar is. Dus alle leiders uitwachsen toe, ja en verstand, want sie rejected de Jezus, sie sind dra wrath oestar, ge sie salve voor de dag van de griefsdag. En zo is het een moegbaar wie wasser in een lake in een dam, waar uitvallen of eenmaal en les de bank ge, en weg gust razen wat die, so the wrath of God till is een moegbaar, een griefsdag komt, so it's rasglaat maar wat hij leert. John 3:36, He that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life, and he that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abideth on him. Maar net gelooft om Jezus, de Zoon, til net leven zinnen, og der har sig ret til at blive hen. Jeg synes naschen de lærdes net geloven. Og til andre sig blive, og til net Jesus aannemen. Så det is nog net do, als is uhens, og selv er net geloven. This head is actually not the day of wrath, it's just the day of salvation, day of acceptance. In 2 Corinthians 6:2 says this, For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee, comforted thee. Behold, now is the accepted time, now is the day of salvation. This is the tid is med drin sin grad now, is not the day of wrath, this is the day of salvation. This is the accepted time. This is the tid is the ha actively schaffes verlet grief in aannemen. I will sie accepte. Die der is ook for alle aber for accepted matter. So the wrath of God is revealed from heaven. Revealed. Was meint by revealed? Well, es meint es nicht rausgelegt, men soll schon gecovert. Es ist noch etwas es mehr als das Wort nimmer kennen. Revealed. Es meint dem Leid wissen, was das ist. Alle aber macht nichts aus. Sie leben nicht mehr gehen sind, oder sie leben nicht Bibel gelesen haben, oder sie leben nichts gehört haben von Jesus. The wrath of God is revealed to see. Not the love of God, the wrath of God. Sie wissen nicht von der Hase Love, das ist verwahr. So sie wissen, sie guilty sind. Wenn alle aber so wächst, dann geht ihre eine Understanding, was sie tun. Alle aber brechen sie eine Law, so sie wissen, was gut ist und böse ist. So sie waren guilty und sie wissen, sie sehen der Hase wrath. So sie wissen, was kommen ist. Actually, in Romans 1:32, the last verse in that same chapter says, Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. So see this is. So it's revealed from heaven. For was sags from Himmel, was is im Schweizer way the highest level of authority is hut in the ganze universe. The Ha is the supreme judge from the universe, and until du stege all sinned, and let maha answer the devourer. In Ecclesiastes 12:14 says, For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Alle secret is in nonakschriven worden in Biha. En until de Biha aufmachen Griestag and alle aber ihre secrets, your works and thoughts, till into judgment gebracht werden. Even when it's good oder bad, man nichts aus.